welcome to the Cradle of Quarterbacks, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers, where the black and gold hoping to boiler up in this one. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskers will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Purdue Boilermakers return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're trying to get to it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
4th and short. I already called my 3rd down play, knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. With the catch, it's McCoby. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Boilermakers have taken it inside the 20. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Steps away to find some room. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Back to pass, it's Card. He finds his man. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The Boilermakers are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. He's got the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was closed down by the short yardage touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nair. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike fence on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoby. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The give to the back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Finds his tight end.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but in the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
The Cornhuskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Bulldozes his way through. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to pass, it's Card. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They want to just keep throwing it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
That completion leaves us with second and medium. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Running back goes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
The Huskers are rolling down the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Got rid of it just in time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Card. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And how about that? They throw a hitch route on 3rd to pick up the 1st. Quarterback, great job getting it out of his hands quickly. Awesome timing, no hesitation. And because of that, he put it on his guy quickly. He had some space, and he was able to turn upfield and get the 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Huskers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Card. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They'll immediately call timeout. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They'll go to the toss. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Looking for a man. It's Card. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third down, going up top. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Now facing a third and long. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
The Huskers will call on their punt team. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Went to the running game on third down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. On the move, it's Irvin. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the route is on.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Using his legs, it's Love. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Hey, nice job by the offense there attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got his man across the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Purdue! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here comes the two-point try. Go straight ahead. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? To the air. It's Raiola. He's got his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. And the quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Purdue. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends just so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Caught in the backfield. It's Mayer. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Mayer. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
To the air, it's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll send out the kicker here. They fake it, and he's on the run. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Looking downfield, it's Card. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Boilermakers will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Fair catch called for and made. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll test the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Fires to the right. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Bulls his way forward. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed it.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Card. He looks that one in nicely. Snowed under by the defense.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Boilermakers!
They had a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Now it's a 2-possession game, maybe a 2-point conversion needed in there, down by 15 as they're about to kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. To throw, it's Raiola. It's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They go to the ground. Stayed behind his pads, kept finding the space. He got 9 on the play. It'll be 4th and 2. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Card. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for it. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. to the air. It's Card. Getting some heat. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.